I see you peeking at me.
I see you peeking. What are you doing? What?
Alright, so enough with all this other stuff. Let's tear the M45 down the rest of the way. Got my official Honda thermal protection switch for the air conditioning unit. It will be going on. This was expensive. There's no other alternative for it. So, shipped everything $70 for this. I guess that end corrodes, and then you have to wire that in. That's for the clutch. This goes to the AC clutch. These two are the thermal protection switch. So that will eventually be going on the car. Right now it works the way it is. So, but ordered that from cheaphondaparts.com. What a coincidence. It wasn't cheap. So the goal right now is to get this thing tore down the rest of the way and get it off the lift, because my truck needs to go on, and I also want to make that top support to go across here before my truck comes in. I have all the metal sitting right over there. We'll get measurements. I'll mock it up on the floor, then I'll weld most of it. Then to get that I-beam up there is going to be the trick, because it is heavy. But I'm going to put everything up there, so I just have to set it on top then, and then I'll weld it while it's up there. Hopefully my welder will reach that far. I have a air conditioner and a dehumidifier going on in here, and it feels great. It feels really good in here, actually. So, I did get more parts in for the M45. This little plastic piece here, that little plastic piece for there. This headlight, unfortunately, all of this haze is on the inside of the headlight. So, I have to peel this headlight apart to get all that haze out. That is making me nervous, because these headlights are expensive. I already have a tab busted off that I got to fix, and I really do not want to have to fix any more on this. Hopefully we can keep it in place. But fender's got to come off. This headlight bucket is coming off. This fender. And I also got some tools which might help me get this fender back into place. As it sits right now, not really going to help me because I don't have any of the supports on the car. So this is floppy. But let me show you what I got. I went to Harbor Freight and got me a stud welder. And they work awesome. I tested it on the Pontiac door I have sitting outside. This thing is a little bit sketchy, but it does work. And whenever it quits working, I'll probably do the same thing that Mike on Weird Beard did, and he welded a pair of channel locks onto the end of this. But as it sits right now, it works, and I'm going to use it this way. So, but yeah, this thing does work really well, surprisingly. Main reason I got that is I'm pretty sure I'm going to be needing it on the Subaru. I have so many Subaru parts laying around here, it's crazy, but I have everything I want, and that's awesome. So anyways, and besides tearing all this stuff off, we also have an oil leak I need to fix on this. So this car is going to be here for a little bit. I believe it's this valve cover right here. They got a bunch of silicone slathered on there, and I don't like that. But, get the washer tank off here. Let's just jump into it. Alright, so the last step to getting those fenders off, I need to get this thing down on the ground and get it forward so I can get the doors open. So I'm going to have to throw the wheels back on it. But I got everything tore off, and you can basically, you can see it. You see your strut towers. Look how far over the radiator it is. So, I'm leaving all this on. I am going to be putting the fans back in. I broke the one radiator mount that was still on here, which sucks. There is another one. I'm going to have to find it in my parts here somewhere. I have another bracket to hold the radiator on here. There it is. And the bolt's still good in it, but I didn't plastic weld this on yet, so I'm going to have to do that real quick before I go much further. Then I'll put this other radiator mount on there. But yeah, the bolt snapped off in there. It sucks, but you know, it is what it is. All the cracks in this that I want to repair, I'm going to wait until after Jerry pulls it, just to make sure it does it, because I might do all that work for nothing and then have to get a new core support anyways. But like I said, I do want to plastic weld this so it holds the radiator in place so it's not falling out. And then I also need to plastic weld the tabs back on the radiator fans, because it's the only thing that's bad. There's still half a tab left on the one side, which will work, but the one right there busted off completely, so I need to plastic weld this back on. But yeah, see, bolt will still grab that, so we're gonna roll with that. Cut bolts and hardware everywhere, but whatever. We'll get it back together. And I need to get this thing outside after. I need to move some vehicles around, but we need to get this thing outside so I can spray down the engine bay. Right now is perfect time. I can spray everything off. As you can see, it's pretty oily right over here too, and I don't know, it's hard to tell where it's leaking at, so we need to just spray this thing down thoroughly. I'm probably going to throw this air box on real quick because the mass airflow sensor is on the air box, so probably throw it together real quick and then take it outside and spray this thing down thoroughly, get all of that gunk and grease off the engine. And that way we can definitely determine where our leak is. Right here looks like our power steering may be leaking, which is better than an oil leak. But yeah, our coolant tank is about to take a ride out of here. Yeah. Alright, I got this thing about to where I want it. I'm going to take this thing outside and hose it down. I did throw the air box back on. I'm going to try not to spray in there, but that filter is also short, so I need to get an air filter. I need to add that to my list. I need to organize my parts. I threw everything over there. I'm even keeping old parts for right now because there's like little clips and mounts and stuff, and I don't know what all I'm going to need to use. So I need to put this thing up in the air because I'm going to take my Camaro out. It's been sitting in here for far too long. It needs to be driven. And it's been super clean. And watch, it's going to rain as soon as I take it outside. I guarantee it. But I'm going to get this thing out, get this outside, spray it down, bring it back to this spot, and then I can bring my truck in. fenders off, so. We're gonna Mad Max this thing out. I'm gonna put the push bar on this, the Outback bumper and everything, and this is what we're rolling with. This is the new off-road build.
Yeah, baby!
All right, and would you look at that? Toddy did order new hood hinges. Well, they're not new. They're used, but they're straight. I can already look at that and see a difference. So, yes, we will be throwing new hood hinges on, but we need to work on this behemoth next because I need to haul this to Jerry's just so he can straighten the frame on it. I have it to the point now where it's ready for that, and I can't haul it when my truck's down. So in the next video, I'm going to be doing some custom fabrication on my lift. It also became very apparent to me that there was a little bit of an altercation on my last video. Some people weren't very happy about the hot dog comment. Now listen, your sexual orientation does not bother me. I don't care what you do, that's your business. Doesn't bother my life, it doesn't bother me. So that's fine. But when you're gonna get real sensitive about something that I'm joking about, if you cannot take a joke, there's no reason I should have to say that's a joke afterwards. It would not have changed the situation. Find the door. And don't let it hit you where the good Lord split you. Sure, I can block you. And that's what I did with every single one of them. That being said, that's the end of this video. The next video, we're going to be doing some custom fabrication on the lift and having it ready for the truck. So, if you've liked this video, go check out some of my other videos. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next episode of What?
And this is what we really have been waiting for all season. From Brazil to San Marino, from Monaco to Mexico, from Canada to Detroit.